Public Affairs Analyst Yusuf Harun joins me on the news this hour. Many thanks for having you on the news.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Now, Governor has been reaffirmed and re-elected in Anambra State. Governor Charles Soludo has been re-elected in that state. Now he is now a governor-elect. So what do you make of the results coming from Anambra State at the moment?
Thank you very much. This is a very, very interesting election, and it is also a test for the new INEC chairman. Firstly, we can see that the APC didn't win the election, the ruling party of the country. This is a confirmation that Nigeria is not going to be a one-party state, as people have been having pessimism about, or have been losing interest in the INEC. The second thing I would say is that the voter apathy is still there, although it's better than 2021, but I think that it should be better coming to 2027 when we'll be having the national election. Thirdly, it also proves that the current president is ready to support a free and fair election, as we can see that he didn't use the federal might or the resources at the federal level to coax people into making APC win the election. And finally, I believe that even if there's going to be a formidable election, majority of the oppositions are not serious. You are going into an election with a ruling party of the state in Anambra, which is APGA, and many of you are fragmented. That is not a tough election to contend with. If you want to see an election where you would see people really contest against the ruling party, there has to be a merger. And I keep saying it, just as APC had a merger which collected power from PDP in 2015, if they really wanted to collect power in APGA, all the opposition parties had to come together to wrestle power from APGA and the governor-elect now, who is still the current governor, Charles Soludo. So as long as I'm concerned, and from the information gathered, it was relatively good. And I must commend INEC that the IREF worked. About 99% of the results came out early. Also, we also noticed that the IREF itself did not have technical glitch as it had in 2023 election. Most importantly, the issue of inconclusive election, which marred at the Mahmoud Yakubu's era. Many of the elections then were inconclusive, like the Kano State election, which was inconclusive, and they had to go for a rerun, like the Osun State gubernatorial election also, which was inconclusive during Professor Mahmoud Yakubu and had to go for a rerun. This current Anambra election wasn't declared as inconclusive. It was conclusive. And a winner was announced in less than 24 hours.
Mr. Harun,
this is what we want to see.
Let's quickly walk through the figures. Now we have ADC scoring 8,208 votes. The Labour Party, where we have the presidential candidate of the 2023 election, Peter Obi, scored 10,576 votes. A lot of people have queried or have argued that the ADC is nowhere to be found in this particular election, and also the Labour Party. What's your reaction on this?
This is a very, very interesting analysis. Let me start with Peter Obi and Labour Party. Peter Obi is the pendulum or the driving force or the needle shaker in Labour Party. Labour Party is unknown in Anambra. Without Peter Obi, Labour Party is not known. Secondly, Labour Party don't have a structure. Nobody even knows their actual or valid chairman. Nobody knows even the gubernatorial candidate. It is unknown. So this is the problem they are having in Labour Party. Peter Obi is only the driving force in that party. Apart from Peter Obi, nobody knows anything again. The only time that people were hearing some things in Labour Party was when Olumude Apata was getting close to Peter Obi and they were campaigning. Or even in Lagos State during the Gbadebo Road survival, because of Peter Obi's influence. So Peter Obi is the one that people know, not even the Labour Party. If Peter Obi moves to another party, as is speculated that he may defect to PDP or he may defect to ADC, Labour Party is already dead. Now, also the ADC. ADC is just an association of disgruntled customers. That is what I call them. They are just people who are disgruntled. They are the same old chip. You have David Mark, who was a military person and also a former Senate president for two terms, 8 years. We have Atiku Abubakar, who was also a former vice president for 2 terms, 8 years. We have Nasir El-Rufai, who is also a former governor, 8 years, and former minister, and who is disgruntled with Ashwaju. I believe he should just call Ashwaju and settle his personal grievances instead of him ranting like a baby on TV. And
you have to be careful. Himself. You have to be careful with your choice of words, Mr. Harun. At this time, but let's quickly look at that Labour Party. This is a party talking about Peter Obi. Peter Obi governed Anambra State for 8 years, and are you saying his influence cannot be seen in this election with the results that we have at the moment?
Peter Obi has been asked or has been challenged, that is the best word to use, to produce a single primary school or secondary school he built from start to scratch in that 8 years. He cannot answer. He has also been challenged how the healthcare system was in that 8 years. He cannot answer. Doctors were on strike for more than 11 months during Peter Obi's governorship tenure. Also, during Peter Obi's time, he did not conduct any local government election except few months or few weeks to when he was handing over to his successor. So, what are the trademarks of Peter Obi? If you even go to social media, X, apart from people who are just being sentimental, there are people who are from Anambra State who were raining insults on Peter Obi. I'm not the one doing it. It's even the people of Anambra. But just because of ethnicity, religion, and bias, some people are now praising this man. What was his scorecard? Let us look at it. Let's put the chips on the floor or on the table. What were his scorecards? He had relatively no influence. Peter Obi has never, ever contested a primaries. Quote me anywhere. He has never won a primaries. He's always handed over like an a la carte. He's always handed over the gubernatorial ticket in the...
Okay, just a moment.
He was handed over the ticket. Labour Party also, he was handed over the presidential ticket. He has not successfully won a primaries where people are competing against him.
Just a moment. So in just 30 seconds, Mr. Harun, what do you think the governor-elect should be doing at the moment to ensure inclusive governance?
The governor should also stretch an olive branch to the opposition, those who are ready to work with him. He should be a governor of national unity. Charles Soludo is not a new... he's not a new person in this game. He was the former governor of Central Bank, we should remember, during Obasanjo's era. He's also a professor. He's very cerebral, very intelligent. So I believe he should reach out to the opposition, establish olive branch to them.
Absolutely.
I also believe he should bring governors to his people. Let them see more roads. Let them see more infrastructure. Let them see more employment. Let them see better governance in the state. Politics aside, let us see governance.
It's a fine place to leave it. Public affairs analyst, Dr. Yusuf Harun, thank you so much for joining us on the News at 12.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.